Alright guys, we're 3-1. We've never been here before. However, this is not the time to get complacent. You're not going to be going around sleeping in your beds all week. Caleb, you're not going to be hollering at women all the time. Alright? So this week, we're going to be watching the Bears hopefully take a massive L to the Giants. Then we're going to be watching the Seahawks take on the Browns at home. Hopefully Seattle is undefeated so we can give them their first L of the season. Let's do it, guys. The 1-3 Chicago Bears travel to MetLife Stadium to take on the 0-4 hapless New York Giants. The Giants need this game to try to save any chance they had to save their season, and this would be a game where second-year quarterback Jake Browning would make his second career start. Here's Browning trotting out onto the field, 60% completion percentage, 2 touchdowns but 3 interceptions on the year to go along with 244 yards scored. The second-year man out of Washington filling in for the bench, Eli Manning. So Browning's first throw of the day would be a completion here on 3rd down and 4 to Martellus Bennett for the first down as we're midway through the first quarter. Then a few plays later, handoff to D'Onta Foreman, the rookie out of Texas. He falls forward. The flag would be a face mask on the Bears. Tack on an extra half the distance to the goal with the penalty. Then a few plays later, 3rd down and goal. Jake Browning finds the rookie Devin Duvernay out of Texas for the touchdown, and the Giants take an early 7-0 lead. The next drive for the Bears, Brad Kaaya has all day to throw. He's sitting, but then he takes a sack. Olivier Vernon finally stops pressuring the quarterback, and he actually wraps him up and throws him down. This will lead to a punt by the Bears that Pat O'Donnell will take forever to get off. It would be blocked and picked up in return for 6. So New York takes an early 14-0 lead off of the rare block punt. Let's go second quarter now. Another punt by a punter, Brad Wing. However, this punt would be terrible. That is not a sexy punt at all. In fact, that punt was very ugly. And the Bears would get the ball at the 33-yard line with a chance to finally get some points on the board. A few plays later, while ensuing play, Brad Kaaya dumps it down underneath to Isaiah Crowell, who would break a tackle. Get a good gain all the way, 13 yards right there. Then a few plays later, Kaaya in the end zone to Larry Donnell, the former Giant, makes the play in the end zone for the touchdown, and it would now be a 14-7 game. However, Jake Browning was not done yet. He dumped it off to Devin Duvernay, who would make the catch, get the first down right there, keeping those chains moving. Duvernay 4 catches, 78 yards on the day. Then a few plays later, now 2nd down and 20. Jake Browning trying to avoid the pressure. He does so, and he finds Devin Duvernay again. The rookie's very close to the first down marker. The Giants would convert that 3rd down and 1. Then a few plays later, 1st down and goal. Browning tries to bail out the pocket, but he decides better of it, and he finds Odell Beckham in the end zone for the touchdown. So the Giants take a 21-7 lead into the half. Let's go 3rd quarter now here. Hand off to D'Onta Foreman. And look at Foreman right here. With the juke move, breaking a man's ankles. Foreman would be charged with murder for murdering that defender, breaking his ankles and taking it in for the touchdown. And the Giants will take a 28-7 lead over Brad Kaaya. Would try to respond to this one here late 3rd quarter. Isaiah Crowell breaking tackles along the left sideline, getting it into deep in the Giants territory, down on the 25-yard line. Let's go 4th quarter now. Bears have the ball at the 1-yard line, 3rd down and goal, and Kaaya finds Kevin White in the end zone for the touchdown. So hold on, this game is not quite over yet. As the MJ take would say, you cannot call a game over in the 3rd quarter. However, this game was pretty much over, as Brad Kaaya would be picked off by Eli Apple. Kaaya's first interception thrown of the season. That would seal the game up. However, the Giants would win their first game of the year, but they would suffer a big loss here, as on this play, D'Onta Foreman is blown up in the backfield. The offensive line just decided to take the last few plays off. Foreman would leave the game with an injury. He would not return, and he will miss the next month with that injury. Sorry, I cannot talk. As the New York Giants get a big-time win here, their first of the year at home against the Chicago Bears. 28-14, Jake Browning a solid 13-17 for 130 yards, 2 touchdowns on the Bears. It's code red on their season. They are 1-4 now. Now here was the biggest game of the day, and that would be the 0-3 Cleveland Browns traveling to Seattle to take on the 4-0 Seahawks. The line for this game in Vegas was Seattle minus 15. That's right, the Seahawks were favored to win this game by 15 points, but Deshaun Watson, Corey Coleman, and the Browns had other plans as Deshaun Watson struggling this season. 5 touchdowns, 6 interceptions on the year. He needs to get it together, and he sort of would in this game. As let's go second quarter right here, 3rd down and 10 for the Browns. Deshaun Watson looking deep for Corey Coleman. A gain of 33 yards and a first down. Watson 42 yards passing. 2 of 3 so far on the day. Then a few plays later, here's 2nd down and 9. Watson dumping it off short to Greg Olsen, the free agent signing from Carolina. He makes the play. He gets the first down, moving the sticks. And Watson is moving the Browns down the field. Then a few plays later, Corey Clement busts right up the middle and in for the touchdown, his first of the day. And the Browns have a 7-0 lead on the Seahawks. However, Russell Wilson would hand it off to Thomas Rawls, and Rawls would break a man's ankle. He would respond with getting that first down right there. Easy work right there. Then a few plays later, 3rd down and 1. Wilson dumps it off to Jimmy Graham, making the play for the first down, keeping the chains moving. As you can see, we are past the 2-minute warning here in the second quarter. Then a few plays later, 2nd down and 8. Wilson escaping to his right. He finds Thomas Rawls back over in the middle, and Rawls runs it in for the touchdown, his first receiving touchdown of the day. And the Seahawks would tie the game up at 7. Then Earl Thomas would block this punt of Ryan Allen. It would be recovered by Seattle. KJ Wright with the recovery, and that would be huge as Earl Thomas congratulating Allen after the blocked punt. However, Seahawks have no timeouts. Russell Wilson just dumps it off, and Thomas Rawls bails him out. A stupid throw by Wilson, but it pays off as Rawls breaks his way into the end zone for the touchdown, and the Seahawks take a 14-7 lead into the half. Let's go third quarter now here. Deshaun Watson dumping it down here to Duke Johnson, letting him do the work on 3rd down and 10. Watson would struggle on the day, only 158 yards passing, but Johnson made the play right there. Then on swing play, Watson, there's a flag down. He escapes the pocket. He dumps it off to Malachi Dupree, who breaks Richard Sherman's ankles. Oh my goodness, that was nasty. The flag would be defensive holding. Then ensuing a couple of plays later, 3rd down and 12. Watson completes it over the middle. So I believe that's Corey Coleman. The flag would be roughing the passer on Jaron Reed to keep the chains moving. Then 3rd down and 8. Watson, the pass would be dropped by Corey Coleman, and the Browns would have to settle for a field goal to make it a 14-10 game. Let's go 4th quarter now. Browns are driving now on Seattle 40-yard line as Deshaun Watson finds Greg Olsen for the first down all the way to the Seattle 32-yard line. Then a few plays later, it's a handoff to Duke Johnson, and Duke Johnson busting his way up the gut all the way down to the Seattle 3-yard line. 1st down and goal. Then swing play. Why not reward Corey Clement with the touchdown, his 2nd one of the day, and the Browns take a 17-14 lead on the undefeated Seahawks. 1st down and 10 here for Seattle. One last drive for Russell Wilson, and he'd be sacked by Emmanuel Ogbah. That would lead to this 4th down and 13. Wilson trying to escape the pocket. However, he'd be hit by Carl Nassif. Pass would be dropped by Ogbah, but it wouldn't matter as the Cleveland Browns go into Seattle and get their first win of the season against the undefeated Seattle Seahawks. One of the biggest upsets in NFL history as Deshaun Watson struggled on the day, 16-23 for 158 and an interception. But it does not matter as the Browns get a massive win over the Seahawks. Seattle will be taking on the Detroit Lions in Detroit next week. Here's a look at the rest of the scores around the league as the Dallas Cowboys lose to the Miami Dolphins, led by Shea Patterson, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks for Patterson. RG3 filling in for the injured Dak Prescott. He played moderately well. The Buffalo Bills also lost, meaning there are no more undefeated in the NFL already. The Washington Redskins murked the New England Patriots 42-7. Jimmy Garoppolo in New England are really struggling right now. And look at this. Ryan Darty, the star receiver for the Redskins, 4 catches, a $114 and a touchdown. He had a big day against this vaunted Patriots defense, or at least they used to be vaunted. Looking at the rest of the scores around the league, the Rams win another game. The Raiders upset the Chargers, And here are your players of the week. Carson Wentz with 5 passing touchdowns.